I am 42 and I've been playing guitar for 26 years. And if I could go back and tell my 20-year-old self to focus on one thing, it would be this: learn to play beautiful melodies on guitar. Not scales, not mindless exercises, not complex theory, just melodies. So let me show you why this single habit changed guitar for me forever. If you're anything like me, you were taught scales, arpeggios, finger independence exercises, technique drills, but very little about actually playing melodies. I didn't understand it at the time, but now I see how flawed this approach is. If you strip music down to one thing, it's melody, what you can hum and whistle. And here is the kicker: you can hum almost any melody instantly with your voice, but on guitar you probably need 10 minutes to figure it out the same thing. And that's not good if you want to call yourself a musician. So start with learning melodies first, and later add scales and theory to understand how it all works. The internet is full of technique exercises and mind-numbing finger independence drills. You can see them everywhere. They are usually as boring and unmusical as it gets. But here is the real problem: they develop technique in isolation from musicality. I've met countless players over the years who have incredible technique, they can shred and their fingers can do remarkable things. But all of it sounds kind of dull. Just simple patterns sped up to lightning speed. It's an impressive feat, but musically it's empty. Playing melodies fixes this because it develops your technique and musicality hand in hand. You are learning phrasing, groove, tone, touch, all at the same time. And you are building the crucial connection between your inner ear and your hands. And that is what being a musician means. If you can hear something but can't play it, that's the problem you need to solve. And playing melodies is one of the best ways how to do that, because it forces you to build that connection. And cherry on top is that you will end up with something that sounds good and can be played for people. Listen to any iconic guitar solo and it's singable, it's memorable. And that's not an accident. The greats are thinking in melodies, not scale patterns. If you want to keep people interested in your playing, it's all about melody. But as a guitar player, you need to play it in a way that sounds good on guitar. Not like this. This isn't playing beautiful melodies, this is just spelling out the notes of a melody. That's a big difference. To make a melody sing on guitar, you need to use embellishments like slides, hammer-ons, pull-offs, and slurs. You need to learn how to harmonize the notes to make it sound fuller and play more horizontally to get that smooth, connected sound. Master this, throw in a few flashy licks in the right spots, and you are golden. If you want to reap the benefits that playing melodies offer, you need to figure them out by ear. There's no other way around it. If you find this very hard, like I did when I started, begin with simple melodies you can sing. Your national anthem, nursery rhymes, anything you know inside out. Use software like Transcribe or Amazing Slowdowner to loop sections and slow them down. Don't rush. Listen to a small part of the melody a few times, try to sing it, then try to find it on the instrument. And don't expect it to happen instantly. This is a crucial skill you are building. It doesn't really matter how long it takes, you will use it for the rest of your life. And always start simple before adding embellishments. That intro melody you heard started like this. When arranging a melody for guitar, it's crucial to choose the right key, one where the melody can really sing. I try to learn as much as I can from players who do melodic playing beautifully. And one thing I have learned is that if you can use keys with open strings, you have a massive advantage. For example, when I learned Mateusz Asato's arrangement of Let It Be, which is in C on the original recording, I found that he arranged it in A. And I would speculate that the main reason was to take advantage of open strings. When I tried to arrange Always a Woman by Billy Joel, I realized the original is in E flat, which isn't the most guitar-friendly key. So I did a bit of research and found a beautiful version from one of my favorite fingerstyle players, Emil Ernebro, and he played it in A. And I knew he had already spent time figuring out the right key for this melody, so I decided to follow suit and make my arrangement in A as well. Making a melody sound beautiful on guitar requires more than just learning the notes. You also need to figure out the harmony that flows underneath. That way you can use intervals or even whole chords to embellish and enrich the melody. And this is another crucial skill you are developing by playing melodies. You start to understand how harmony and melody work together, and that will essentially teach you how music works. But be aware, if transcribing the melody was difficult, figuring out chords might seem impossible at first. At least that was the case for me. But over time I found a simple hack to make it easier. Instead of trying to listen to the whole chord at the same time, I learned to filter everything out and focus only on the bass note. It's easiest if there's a bass guitar on the recording, but even if it's just guitar or piano, you can learn to recognize the root of the chord with practice. It took me quite a while to get better at this, but it's absolutely worth the effort. Again, use software to loop and slow things down, it helps massively. When you've got the bass notes and have a bit of theory knowledge, you can quite easily guess if the chord is major or minor. And then you can start connecting the two and see where you want to play just single note lines and where you add harmonies, double stops, pedal tones or whole chords. This is how I did it with Always a Woman. So that's the habit I wish I had started at 20, playing beautiful melodies. If you take one thing from this video, let it be this. Pick a melody you love, any melody, and spend the next week figuring it out by ear. Transpose it if the original key doesn't work on guitar, figure out the harmony underneath, and finally make the melody sync on the instrument. You will learn more about music in that 1 week than a month of mindless scale practice. Thanks for watching and let me know in the comments what melody you are going to work on. I'll see you in the next one.